What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about blockchain gaming. Blockchain gaming is, going to be one of the biggest growth sectors. It's also going to be one of the sectors to get wrecked. Um, so I want to talk about how I'm going to profit, and a couple key things I'm looking for within the gaming space, um, which will tell me the potential for success on some of these cryptos. If you want to know which cryptos are going to be or the ways to find these big cryptos that can have huge success, pay attention to this video. Before I get into it, I update the spreadsheet. Now this, if you're new to the channel, is the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. But the first 26 coins I actually held after the 2018 crash. Had you invested $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and you were still holding all of them, you'd done nothing with them, you'd be in profit for around 8K. But if you just sold all those cryptos when the cycles were riding high, when the markets were flying up, you would have been in profit for 123 grand. That's the difference between cashing out at the right time and the wrong time. These are not the coins I hold. If you want to see the coins I hold, come check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share every coin I'm buying, every coin I'm selling. Obviously, the markets are down right now, so I am buying. Guys, if you want to make these kind of profits, then come check it out. Phantom tops that list. I did a Udemy course about it because I said unequivocally this was going to be the best investment of the year. It was going to 100x. I've done one Udemy course in my life, and that was it. When I find the next Phantom, I'm not going to be doing that on a Udemy course. I'm going to be telling the members. If you want to get ahead of the markets, if you want to get ahead of everyone in the markets, come to the site, read through it, and if you like it, come join me. Right. It's a metaverse. So let's just take a look through really what's happening at the moment, because there's a lot of stuff. So first of all, crypto gaming right now isn't great. Okay, it's not working, and developers need to focus more on fundamentals and less on cosmetics in order to fix it. And this is an article by Cointelegraph talking about it. So what we've had today in terms of Web3 gaming is not working. Play to earn has not worked, and neither will play to earn or any X to earn and slash something and earn. On top of that, traditional gamers view NFTs with suspicion. They dunk on expensive apes and are skeptical of large game publishers applying the lipstick of NFTs for further monetization. Nobody knows what a successful Web3 game will look like yet. To get there, we need more developers to experiment with more models. We need infrastructure that will lower the barriers to the Web3 game development and make it easier for developers to experiment. Now, what I'm particularly interested in, I actually agree with this. Like we've not really seen anything of massive excitement. Nothing that excites me anyway. I know there's some stuff that out there that people are really excited about, Sandbox, and I know there was a wave of everyone being excited about Axie Infinity. But NFTs are an asset that's going to be utilized massively within gaming. Already is. When you look at it, like when you look at Fortnite, effectively people are doing that. It's just that you don't own the assets. You just paid for them. That's the distinction. And I think that's a distinction that needs to be noted by gamers, and that needs to be and gamers need to be educated on the difference. But right now we're not seeing exactly many AAA games in crypto gaming, but we are starting to see big boys entering into the space. Whether it's Sony Music starting to embrace entertainment, like embracing NFTs, and that's just a start. Remember, Sony is one of the biggest companies in the world, Sony Music, and that Sony have got their gaming sector as well. So if it works with their music, they will probably start applying it to gaming. We've seen very recently Bandai, Namco, and Sega looking at blockchain gaming, and that would be a real big step. Having someone like Sega getting involved. So what they've said, Bandai, Namco, Sega, and Square Enix have been looking at blockchain gaming. In a Cointelegraph interview at the 2022 Tokyo Game Show, Matsubara said these gaming companies, who are also their partners, have a long-term vision for blockchain gaming. The executive also mentioned that the firms are not simply looking to make a quick profit, but are interested in creating the future of games. The executive mentioned that this new gaming model needs more time to mature before getting broader integration into traditional games, which of course it does. And that's sort of the priority, is you've got to get this sorted with regards to a traditional game, like integration into a traditional gaming. Bandai Namco obviously created Tekken and Pac-Man. Sega, obviously Sonic the Hedgehog. And Square Enix is Final Fantasy, which is massive. But the new model of gaming, as he said, needs more time. When the model is fixed, becomes sustainable and successful, then strong IP will be added. Looking at what needs to improve, Matsubara noted that a big problem so far is that many projects are too dependent on the price of in-game tokens. As a result, there is more demand for speculation rather than the gameplay itself. And that's a fair assessment. There is so much speculation within crypto. That's the majority of it, you know. And I said this, I think yesterday, like, we're going to see a lot of the play to earn cryptos die a death because because the gameplay isn't good enough, or because they're not being played, simply put. So game developers need to really start pushing and creating something quality. Obviously, we've seen Epic Games state that his company would definitely wouldn't follow Microsoft's Minecraft in banning NFT integrations. And also Fortnite developers have increased their exposure to gaming of late. Epic Games Store listed a new free-to-play NFT game called Blancos Block Party by Mythical Games. So we're seeing this. And this is something that people need to watch out for, actually, is firstly, which companies are getting involved. Because the bigger the company, the greater the probability of success. Then, also, where's the competition coming from? So stuff like Zilliqa are preparing to launch a Web3 gaming console. So Zilliqa are looking to try and take on the industry giants. Their prototype reveals a HDMI port, Ethernet, USB-C, USB 3, but they've been tight-lipped on specs. We've also been told players could also mine the Zilcoin, adding to the security of the Zilliqa blockchain. At press time, Zilliqa was testing the console for a Q1 2023 launch. They launched their first in-person shooter game, Web3 War, and that will be one of the two initial titles that Zilliqa will release for the console. Again, this is interesting. Now, can Zilliqa crack the market? It's a big ask, but it will be bloody interesting to see if they do. And there's a few things, and the things that I'm looking for, really, there's roughly three things in terms of profitability. One is the companies that are getting involved. Are they big companies? Have they had a history of success? Number two is, what is the who are the rivals? Who are up and coming? Who are going outside the sort of norm of what we're seeing at the moment, which is create a game, create a platform, create a token, launch it. There's a very clear prototype for crypto gaming at the moment, and the first sort of cryptos that go outside of that norm are probably going to have some success. Zilliqa obviously trying with that, so that's very interesting to me. The third one is the leadership. Third one has to be leadership, because a gaming crypto fundamentally has to have a leader that's talking at conferences. They have to be seen. They have to be getting engaged with advertising. They have to be getting engaged with the gaming space. They have to engage with the potential audiences. So strong leadership is going to be key. And it's worth watching and looking around, because we're seeing a few of the founders of some of these cryptos doing TED Talks. We're seeing some of these founders talking at at blockchain conferences. But actually, stuff outside of blockchain actually interests me more than going and doing a blockchain talk or a crypto conference. Rather than that, doing conferences at gaming, like doing talks at gaming conferences, doing talks on mainstream media, being seen, because they're more likely to bring exposure to their project in a more successful way. And when the crypto space has another bull cycle and the gaming has another bull cycle, if there's been a person, a leader of one of these projects that's been on multiple different mainstream media sources or been on multiple TV shows, they're going to get more exposure to their project faster because they're already a recurring guest. As a result, that's probably going to bring way more money to that particular crypto. So there's a very, very interesting potential here. They're probably the three things I'm really looking for. And obviously, like gameplay quality and everything else. But there are certain elements where you go, well, there's certain obvious things. But the ones that aren't obvious in particular is that strong leader. Because actually, in a time of gaming, like when people are looking to get on gaming, like the projects that have a leader are going to be more likely to have more likely to have larger success. And I don't mean in terms of market cap, I mean in terms of growth, because there's someone to talk to rather than an anonymous team. That actually does matter because it's optics, it's perception. So that's really something I'm watching out for, because again, look, I absolutely believe we are going to see a huge crash on a lot of the gaming cryptos that have low market caps. Would not be surprised to see everything below 10 million crash and die. Because they're either not being played enough or they're fueled by speculation. But the ones that survive and the ones that grow and grow their user base over this bear cycle, if they can grow user base over a bear cycle, Jesus Christ, what can they do in a bull cycle? That's what interests me. But genuinely, leadership is the biggest thing for me on the crypto gaming, because you have to be seen. You have to get the word out to the wider masses. If you want gamers to come to crypto, they need to see someone talking about it in a way that provides clarity and is articulate. And when you've got anonymous teams, you don't get that. So it's that's a big thing. That's how I'm going to be looking for a crypto that can a gaming crypto that can really start hitting the wider markets. But tell me, what do you guys think? What are you looking for if you're looking at crypto gaming? Is there something that I've missed? Let me know it in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification as well so you know when new content is coming out. Guys, if you want to see the coins I'm buying up in the bear cycle, the coins I think are going to do the 50x, the 60x, the 100x. If you want to make these kind of gains, come check out Copy My Crypto. Like I said before, I'm not going to be doing a Udemy course when I find a coin I think can 100x. I'm going to tell the members. If you want to get ahead of these markets, if you want to get ahead of the curve, come to the site, read through it. Everything's verifiable because it's all on YouTube. And if you like it, come join me. Otherwise, take it easy, guys, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.